All right, what is up, you guys? Sage here, tapping in for the culture. What to expect for the next about month or so. Very different schedule, as you can see. We've switched locations. We're probably gonna shift back not too long from now. Like I said, for about the next month, I'm just gonna be getting it in where I can fit it in. Which is what I've always been doing. But then there's just simply less time to fit it in. So the shorts have sort of dried up, rolling dry now, and only now getting back to doing the longer form videos, of which I had previously come through. I'm sure no one saw that post because no one ever sees anything, right? Or even if they see it, we barely acknowledge most of the things that we see or even take them into serious and deep consideration. Like we just see it, acknowledge it, move on. We don't really deeply think like, wait, well, what did he actually say, or what did she actually say? We see most things in passings because we spend most of our time in our own heads. In any case, yeah, expect a bit of a format change, an expansion in terms of people that I'm recording with. Over the weekend, got a couple of more of these shipped in. So this is my one that I've used the entire time. I got two more brought in so that as time goes on, to keep things fresh, relevant, bring you guys different perspectives, and hopefully grow and expand in the way that we are approaching this thing. Grow and expand our own knowledge base. Um, Hopefully grow and expand the channel in terms of channel size, the broad stroke of audience. We think about doing something for Women's Day. We think about doing something for a lot of things, and just collaborating with other people and their thoughts, so that it isn't just you guys and me. And I love this very much. But like I said, the schedule is getting murky, and we talk about life giving you lemons and making lemonade from that. But what about when life gives you strawberries? Strawberries are a beautiful thing, meaning there are these people that I would like to meet, that I'm going to have to spend time with, or that I'm blessed and privileged enough to spend time with, and I would like to spend the time with them. And it's usually a situation where it's either I'm taking the time to do this, or I'm taking the time to spend with whoever I'm with or am around at that time. And I just felt it within myself. What if it was possible, which it is, that we can combine those two things in a beautiful and peaceful way, that I can actually spend time with certain people, have certain conversations, and kind of be forced, in a sense, to have those very real deep conversations that I actually want to have, and have a platform to do so, while at the same time helping them grow their thing, bring some awareness to their thing, what little awareness I can bring to their cause or whatever situation they have going on. I can, hopefully get you guys behind it if you do, in fact, love their personality and their people are coming through and they're getting to see this channel, what we're about. And I think it can be a very, very beautiful thing. So that's to be expected in the next week, in the next couple of weeks. Is there's going to be as many collaborations as there can possibly be, but there may be a time where there has to be a bit of radio silence for about a week or so, and so expect that to come. But we will take that. uh, Now it goes to the lemons. We will take that, and we will take it as needed time off. We will take it as something that would not be allowed to happen if the happening of it was going to be absolutely destructive to the entire situation. I believe that there can be a positive taken from any old situation. So me right now wanting to meet up with certain people, take it as a positive. We're going to do a podcast type structure where it's just myself, someone else. Not really interview styles, not what I'm going for. I'm thinking of making it as conversational as possible, and just having maybe a certain backbone of topics that I want to hit with that certain person. But I'm not really planning on sticking to that structure per se. It's just when, conversation begins to run dry. Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about that thing. I want to hear about this. I want to hear about that. But maybe sometimes from that first topic, the conversation just flows and we never get to the topics that I had thought of. if the conversation itself is substanced enough, then I have absolutely no issue just rolling with that, So yeah, you can expect that. Uh, definitely gonna shoot something next week, in this upcoming week. So I'm gonna post this. This is Sunday, 11 o'clock. This will be rolling out tomorrow, which is Monday, at 5 p.m. I'm gonna roll this out. Um, by the next day, my first guest will be here. I don't know if we're gonna shoot it that day, but hopefully by Wednesday. Hopefully by Wednesday we can roll something out for you that can be really nice. Um, and then from there, not to say Friday the next guest is gonna, and then no, we are gonna keep the structure and we are gonna try and stay, us, and then have our usual conversations and catch ups and check-ins mentally to make sure that you're on your game and I'm on my game and we're still growing towards what we're supposed to be going towards. Um, but 100,000%, we are going to expand slowly but surely. And every once in a while, every time I bump into a character or have a certain type of conversation that I feel is very, very fruitful, a conversations worth having, then I would love to bring those to you guys. Including there's this conversation that I was having literally this weekend, day before yesterday, I think it was at this point. Uh, Fantastic conversation about Xhosa traditional religion, Isintu, Buntu, uQamatha, thethini lo gama uQamatha. Uyayibeka umntwana ukuthi isiqalo sikamama, meaning where they came from, what it is that they came from. That's what we're praying to, not necessarily a deity per se, but rather just the essence of who they became and who that made me and what that allowed me to do moving forward. It was a conversation in that sense, of which beautiful that I mentioned that the views that are going to be expressed or don't necessarily reflect my own views, but however I enjoy the conversations and the new perspectives that can be gained from that. Because you can take that and say, that's an interesting perspective I may not agree with. My personal belief, I've told you guys plenty of times, I believe there is an energy, there's a source from which life came from that life, people came from those people, more people came. And so um, our ancestry, we speak specifically of people that are closest to us, that connect us to that infinite energy, is the way that I perceive it. And that does deserve refinement, and that's why conversations like that are important, because I'm still a young man, I'm still developing my philosophies around this entire life thing. And so I'm not going into these things, blindsided and saying, "Oh, this is all I think," because I completely opened myself to receive what he has to say. Raised it with another big brother of mine, and he had mentioned a something that is a very similar perspective to mine. And there were a couple of people that I had conversations with after that, yesterday, even today, who were mirroring more sort of my perspective, and we never had the conversation. So that's a point of interest. Plenty of interesting things that are going to be going on, but wanted to give you guys that heads up. And yeah, there's plenty more beautiful, interesting, hopefully thought provoking and growth inspiring things that are going to be coming your way from me. Um, yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. If you did in fact enjoy today's video, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, who knows when that's going to be. But until that time, I am Sage. Thank you for watching. Standing on business. Signing out.